It is a little known but deeply inconvenient fact that the modern human being can outrun almost anything. Cheaters, deadlines, and occasionally even their own better judgment, but cannot, under any known circumstances, outrun their own YouTube recommendations. At first, of course, there is optimism. You begin with a single, innocent video. Perhaps a documentary about the migratory habits of spoons, or a man restoring a CD player using only philosophical regret and a screwdriver. The algorithm, a vast and humming entity somewhere between a librarian and an over-enthusiastic golden retriever, takes note. It tilts its head, it wags its digital tail. "Ah," it says, though not in words, but in a series of deeply confident suggestions. "You like this." And for a while, it is magnificent. New branches appear. Entire forests of possibility unfold before you. One moment you are watching a man build a cabin in the woods. The next you are learning how to ferment cabbage in a way that suggests mild emotional instability but excellent gut health. You are, in short, exploring. But then, one day, something terrible happens. You realize you have reached the edge. Not a dramatic edge with cliffs and orchestral music, but a quiet, repetitive edge where every video looks faintly familiar. Titles begin to echo. Thumbnails feel like déjà vu wearing a hat. You scroll and scroll and scroll, and eventually come to the dreadful conclusion you have drained the algorithm. Every branch explored, every twig examined, every slightly alarming niche about top 10 forgotten Victorian door hinges thoroughly exhausted. Naturally, you consider your options. Option 1 is the nuclear approach. You delete your history, you clear your cache, you consider, briefly but with feeling, launching your device into the nearest body of water or small volcano. This is known as the algorithm reset, a process roughly equivalent to wiping your footprints from a beach while the tide politely informs you that it remembers everything anyway. Because, of course, it does. It knows who you are. It knows what you watched. It knows that you once clicked on a video titled, "Can Ducks Recognize Capitalism?" and finished it. Still, for a moment, just a fleeting, glorious moment, it works. The feed is fresh, unspoiled, a digital Eden. Then, gently, almost kindly, it begins again. "Ah," it says, "you like this." Option 2 is more devious. You open a new container tab in your browser. You create a brand new Gmail account with a name like Totally Not U42. You log in with all the stealth of a spy who has forgotten their own accent. This, you reason, will fool the algorithm entirely. And it does. For about a week. You watch new things, different things. You are a changed person. A person who enjoys documentaries about artisanal gravel or competitive ironing. You are free. Until one fateful day you make a mistake. You click on something familiar. Not intentionally, you understand. Just a small lapse. A moment of weakness. A video you might have watched before all this began. Something comfortable, predictable. The algorithm pauses. It tilts its head. "Oh," it says. And then, with the slow, inevitable certainty of gravity remembering how to work, your new feed begins to look suspiciously like your old one. The same videos, the same interests, the same peculiar fascination with whatever it is you apparently find fascinating. And it is here, at this precise and unavoidable moment, that the true horror reveals itself. It was never the algorithm. It was you. You are the branching structure. You are the pattern. You are the reason your feed is filled with exactly the sort of things you have already watched, and would, if we're being completely honest, quite happily watch again. The algorithm, it turns out, is not trapping you. It is simply holding up a mirror, smiling politely and saying, "Are you quite sure this isn't exactly what you wanted?"